Sicario, Day of the Soldado Reviews, what the critics are saying. Early reviews are coming in for Sicario, Day of the Soldado, the sequel to Denis Villeneuve's 2015 crime thriller about a secret border drug war between the United States government and Mexican cartel. According to critics, Stefano Sollima's Day of the Soldado ramps up the violence and tension as well as provides memorable performances from Benicio del Toro and Josh Brolin and proves itself to be a brutal but worthy entry in a new series of gritty modern Western films, notching a 71% score on Rotten Tomatoes so far. The first Sicario holds a 93% on Rotten Tomatoes and received 3 Academy Award nominations. Variety's Peter Debreuge described Day of the Soldado as topical, given the recent controversies regarding the Trump administration's border policies, but it's not as though the film that will settle the debate surrounding the issue, saying, tense, tough, and shockingly ruthless at times, Soldado doesn't show much interest in the individuals who dream of a better life in the United States, any more than Rambo, First Blood Part 2 cared about the victims of the My Lai massacre. Rather, Soldado is a grim, serious-minded look at what America can do to disrupt this system, one that's much too smart to think that a border wall will solve anything, but downright risible in its own might makes right politics, which reduced to a single, terse catchphrase, no rules this time. Related playback, Josh Brolin on and number 039 Sicario, Day of the Soldado, and number 039, and number 039 Avengers, Infinity War and number 039, and in number 039 Deadpool 2 and number 039, Film Review, and number 039 Sicario, Day of the Soldado and number 039. Debreuge further complimented on screenwriter Taylor Sheridan's mastery of the modern Western, and praised Brolin's return, saying, he reveals the conscience beneath this unflinching samurai's thick leather hide, which is the last thing you'd expect to find when Soldado reintroduces him interrogating a Somali pirate, something he does with a cruelty that would make most people long for good old-fashioned torture tactics. Here are some takeaways from critics. Variety's Peter Debreuge, even without DP Roger Deakins and the late Icelandic composer Jóhann Jóhann aboard to sculpt the movie's nerve-wracking sense of dread, Day of the Soldado feels like a high-class extension of their contributions to the ominous atmosphere that was Sicario's signature, one that plays off audience paranoia, exploiting the idea that we're in way over our heads, watching professionals who've done and seen far worse than we could ever imagine as they double-cross one another. There's a sequence in which 3 American Humvees power along a dirt road at top speed, where the characters can hardly see anything but dust billowing outside the windows, in which the near certainty that something horrible will happen made me feel like I was suffering a slow-motion heart attack. And just when I thought I couldn't take the suspense any longer, the scene went fully foobar. IGN's Whitney Seibold, the original Sicario was hard-edged and dark, concerned with the way violence can erode the soul, and whether or not a soul is even needed in the complex world of ever-increasing criminal enterprise at the Mexican border. Day of the Soldado, with its well-choreographed chases, excellent photography, by Dariusz Zwolski, fast pace, intense music, by Hildur Guthnadottir, and badass gunfights, reads more like an action film than a drama. The darkness is still there, and the film climaxes with moments of intense confrontation rather than chases and large explosions, but said darkness is folded into something more forthrightly thrilling. It's a tonal shift that works well, at least from a technical standpoint. In The Wire's David Ehrlich, alas, all the darkness in the world doesn't make Day of Soldado feel real, and errant mentions of a weak-stomached POTUS violently return us to the atrocities happening beyond the frame. Jellic and Graver might retrieve some missing part of themselves, but who gives a damn about their humanity when so many others on the fringes of this story have theirs forcibly stripped away? It's not just in the news, it's also in the movie, pulling our attention to where it naturally wants to go. The ultra-seriousness of the first Sicario relied on people not knowing much about what was really going on at the border,